Hello! Object handling program example number 5. This one brings in an array as a member data of the class. As you know, member data can be anything, and if it is an array, then the array will have to be handled fully. Naturally, that has to be. So this example goes on with this array and its size and one parameterized constructor that will put the value to the size and initialize all the member array elements to null. Set fill is going to fill the array as a set. Do you know what is a set? That we have to take from maths, that a set is a collection of elements where no element is repeated. Then we have a set show method which is going to show the set as it is a set, obviously. And here is one concept of utilizing the member also and the object and that object's member also. So look at it very carefully. The return is a set because the return is going to contain the array which is not going to get handled here as a single array. It is going to get handled as a object of a class. Object has got member data of the array. Now find the intersection of the current set, that means the set which is there as a member array, member data, with the parameter set which has also got a set with it. So set 2 has got a set array with it. And the current set has got the array with it. And store it in a local set and return it. Main contains objects with the help of one object and one local. This local things handling is the target of this program. So for that, let me come to the program. This question I think you will have to see all over again for the second or third round too. Alright, so I come to the program. So here is the program in front of you. Look at the way of handling it. So here I have one array and that array is the member of the class. There is a member data called size. So the parameterized constructor is assigning the size and that size is used for allocation of memory in the array. Now this is an array. This one's memory allocation has to be done with the help of new, keyword new. This keyword new is going to allocate how many cells to assign. Now the value of size is required before the allotment is done, and the size will come only when the constructor will get activated. Therefore, the size allocation of RS could not be done there. So this is the place where the array is just name wise declared, because if that is declared inside the constructor, then it will not be available to outside, because constructor will close the opportunity of it to be a member. So this is an important part of a code where the declaration is done outside, but the memory allocation with size is done inside the constructor. Filling of the set. Here also is a programming skill that I have applied, because filling an array one by one every time is a very tedious task. So what I did is I took advantage of the random method. So math.random is going to return a number between 0 and 1, greater than 0 and less than 1. If you multiply that with 100, you get a 2-digit number. And that 2-digit number can be used to fill the array cells. And since it is a set, the set cannot contain repetitive elements. Every element has to be unique. So what is done here is LP means left side position. The element is being tested whether for cell number P it is present on its left side or not. You see, this is a loop that is testing from 0 to less than P. If P is the position in which the element's entry is proposed now, then from 0 to less than P is the range where if it is found, that means if it is present, then is present becomes true and the testing is stopped. And if is present is found to be true, then we cannot allow that to enter the set array. So if the element's present status remains false, only then the element is allowed to enter at cell number P of the array, and then only P goes up. And when P keeps going up till size, rather means I can say less than equal to size minus 1 because it's beginning with 0. So, filling of the set, for position number P, each time every element is tested, is generated with the help of random, and then is tested about its presence on the left side. If it is present on its left, that means for position number P, if it is present till range from 0 to P minus 1, then it is not allowed to enter. Entry takes place only if is present is false, right? So this is how the set is getting filled up. Then comes the showing of the set. Showing of the set is just a designer. This one is supposed to be understood by U upon C, comma, 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 till the second last element, and for the last element, the closing of the parenthesis bracket. And the very important method of set intersection. This set intersection is very crucial here because it is going to perform the intersection between the two sets, which are the local set and the object which is bringing another set inside it. Therefore, I can say I need a object to store the result. So ins is an object of class set which is proposed for storing the result of intersection, and it's going to work with the local, by local I mean the member of the current class and the member of object set 2. Hold this part again. The member of the current class is given with the help of RS directly. And if I show you with the help of keyword this, I can also call this one RS dot, this dot RSJ. This dot RS is the current objects member array, and set2 dot rs is this objects set2 objects member array. The nested loop here, for each element of the current array, all the elements of the object set2 is tested. Whenever a common element is found, that is put in the resulting objects array, the object which has been made for storing the intersection of the two sets. Therefore, the two sets are present in which position, tell me? They are present, one is directly and the other is under set 2. Right. Now, finally, only because K was kept for storing the cell number where the common element was getting entered. So K is increasing only when common element is found between the two sets. Therefore, K is finally the number of elements in the resulting intersection set. Hence, ins dot size is K because the optimum size is represented through how many common elements has been found. Finally, in this method, what is going back is the set which is storing the intersection, and return data type is object. Therefore, what is going back is the object which is containing the set inside it. So, ins dot rs is the set and ins is an object. So, if I come to the main now, in main I can say set A is a set I is a set. So, set A and set I are two objects. I have to fill two arrays, two sets. So, filling the first and second set, the first is the member of the current one, which is set fill direct call. Direct call will fill the direct set. Set A dot set will set fill will fill the set under inside this object. This object has got the member data inside it, which is set a.rs. Now set I is going to get a return from intersection. Intersection is given only one object because the other is directly available. The member is directly available. So set 2 gets from main whatever is in set A. Now the return comes in set I, and then the first set is set show directly. The second set is set A dot set show, and the final result is set I dot set show. Okay. So now let me run the program, and then you will be able to see how the working is happening. Now this one is going to the member's size, the object outside. So let me put this size as something big, call it 15. Okay. Now the outside object is the one which is enclosing this entire. Therefore, now if I run the main, you see in main, step by step all the coordinated work will happen. Let me see what's coming up. Enter the main. Where is the terminal window? Here is the terminal window. Let me see what has come. Wow, some beautiful output is visible. Let us check which part is doing what. Right. So, filling the first and second set. The first set is, where did the first set get filled up? Here it got filled up. Filled up with how many elements? Remember, I had entered 15. That 15 was the size of the current object, the current whichever is being executed. So that 15 was used to fill the local object here, this class's member data. So the 15 elements goes in that. And the second one, you see set A, its size is fixed at 10. So where is the second one? Let me show that one to you. The second set, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elements for set A. Now set A is going to this method as a member parameter. And what is coming back? Now why do you think there are 2 elements and why not 10? Because set I's size got modified to K, which was giving the how many common elements are there. Therefore, the size of the intersection set is modified and made to K, indicating the total number of common elements. Do you find 2 common elements in these 2 sets? 92, where is 80? 80 is here also, 80 is there also. And 38 is here also, and 38 is there also. Therefore, the final set is made with the help of the program in this way. If you would like to see one more round of execution, that also I can do for you. That comes to the main being called, and you see once again 15 elements there, 10 elements there, and nothing is common. Okay.